Hello, everybody. This is Hank back with another Two Birds and a Third short discussion. Just want to announce, first of all, that Two Birds and a Third football podcast will be live on Facebook and YouTube for the 2017 NFL Draft. So if you would like to check in, you are more than allowed to. If you would like to co-host while your team is drafting and you would like to, get on the phones with us and get your live reaction, you are more than allowed to. That is something that we're just putting out there for anybody who wants to. We want reactions from everybody. We want reactions from everyone who's a fan of every team. So look forward to that. So this short discussion is going to be about my personal opinions about Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, top 3, top 4 running back in college football last year, within the ranks of a Joe Mixon, a Leonard Fournette, and a Dalvin Cook. And personally, I feel like Christian McCaffrey really excels in his outside running. He's a one juke miss kind of guy. You don't tackle him in open field, he's going straight for the end zone. My personal opinion is that he is not going to have the durability to play in this league. Do I think that his bench press numbers are going to be the reason why he doesn't succeed in the league? No, that's not why. I think he's a very talented running back. I think he's a very talented player. The issue with me is the fact that I don't see him being a 3-down back. And if you are going to draft a player in this league in the first round, you are drafting your first round, second round players to be your franchise player. Players who don't pan out from the first and second round really end up becoming huge busts. And teams that aren't able to draft well in the first and second round probably aren't drafting well later on in the draft. But if you're not able to draft well in the first and second round, then you will see your team start to deteriorate really fast. You will see your team really focusing on high-priced free agents. And there's no better way to make your team better than to draft well. Well, to draft well in the draft, because you don't have to give those guys high contracts. But if you draft well in the draft, then you are putting your team above other teams in the league who cannot draft well in the first round and need high-priced free agents in order to become their talent pool. But again, I don't see Christian McCaffrey being a stable back for more than 5 years. We all know that the average lifespan, the shelf life of a good running back is about 5 years. And the guy that I will really compare Christian McCaffrey to is a guy like Reggie Bush, who Reggie Bush had a great first season. Heck, even Cadillac Williams had a great first season. But then when you look towards the future, when you look towards years following, you see guys who are collecting injuries, who are unable to see the field, who are getting injuries like turf toe, and it's really a negative to the team, especially when you've drafted the guy in the first round, especially when he's a top 20 pick, which I'm hearing that Christian McCaffrey could be drafted as early as to the Carolina Panthers, which if he gets drafted to the Carolina Panthers, good. Because I don't really see him as being a top 20 pick. After that, maybe you can say, okay, well, maybe he is maybe he is a guy who you might want to think about. But to me, he's not a guy who I think is going to last longer than 5 years. And that's just my opinion, okay? I could be wrong. I could be just straight showing this guy disrespect. But while I think he's a very talented player, while I think that he has a good possibility, and people are comparing him to like Darren Sproles. The reason why Darren Sproles has a shelf life in this league is because he wasn't a number one running back. It's because he played in the league for 11 years, and he was kind of like the scat back, kind of like the third down back, kind of the slot option if you decide to throw the ball to a short, quick guy. But I see there's a possibility that Christian McCaffrey could have a good 1 or 2 seasons in this league. I just don't see him lasting more than 5 years if he's going to be a 3-down back, which I don't think he can be a 3-down back. I think that's one thing that everyone is not really considering about the guy. Okay? So that's my personal opinion about Christian McCaffrey. That is my personal opinion about Christian McCaffrey. I don't claim to have any other person's opinion at heart, at mind. I just don't want my team with the 14th pick getting Christian McCaffrey that early in the draft. Maybe 10 picks later or 15 picks later, but not at number 14. And that's all I have. I'll be back within the week with more content.